What up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing tonight? Popping off some fireworks, having some barbecues, shit like that, hopefully. So yeah, we got Bitcoin up on the screen. Basically, I mean, pretty much right where we left her, right? Just been going sideways. What's up, Ross? Just been going sideways for the past. I mean, let's kind of zoom in here and see what this was. We had a nice little engulfing candle, right? And then just kind of hanging out sideways for the past. Jeez, I hate when this doesn't click. Basically, for the past day, okay, past 24 hours, sideways action. Can we retrace here just slightly still? Maybe. What would you do? You would just come right down here and hit this square up and hit this upsloping trend line that I just kind of plotted there with the hidden bullish divergence line. Again, not something that has to happen. You don't have to come and square that up. But, you know, if it were to happen, wouldn't surprise me. That's 33,500. Aside from that, you just need to still same plan, right? You gotta reclaim this midpoint. You gotta get above this. So critical, so critical. You can see that we're just in one big range, right? From looking at these white dotted lines, that just this sideways rectangle price action, right? Just keep bouncing within this massive range. And now, as you can see, when we were previously down here on the bottom, now we're just making our way back towards this midpoint again, right? Trying to reclaim it as we did previously, previous times, right? And when we reclaim it, you know, we go to the bottom, we come up, we back test it, we go to the top, right? And then we go to the bottom again, we come up, we back test it, we go to the top, all right? It's just part of how a range works. And you're either going to lose the range to the downside, stop yourself out at 30K, right? Down here at 29.9, stop. And this range is either going to break down or it's going to break up, okay? There's no other option, right? It's one or the other. So by breaking down, you know, you're back testing the stop loss and you're just completely selling off more, right? That's when you get down here to 20K, which is your previous 2017 all-time high. Aside from that, though, you know, it's going to be a real apparent loss, right, of the range. But to the high side, that's what we're after, okay? We still have that hidden bullish divergence that basically that played out. It's not done quite yet, but that's why we got this engulfing candle. Remember, we painted that hidden bullish divergence right there on that back test. We've been undecided on, is this higher, right? Is this, where did we have it before? I think about here. And even now, right? Look at that. See, so we've been unclear of this. Where is this actual trend line, right? Is it touching the A or is it touching the blue ones, right? If we come in tighter, right? Let's see what we meant there. If we're touching those, the back test was down here. If we're touching the A anchor point, then the touch point is now. So it just, again, that's not the biggest deal. What's much bigger and more important is getting above this range midpoint, okay? So that's more critical than where this downsloping trend line really is. I mean, it is what it is on that. The horizontal line support resistance on the range midpoint here is all that, not all that matters, but like so significant when it happens, okay? So that's the one, right? That's the one we want to see happen. Okay, so when we look at that, that blue line was our hidden bullish divergence, right? Remember that? We said, okay, look, we had much lower levels of negative momentum while we had a higher high on price, right? I mean, painted a higher low on price. So you have lower levels of negative momentum with a higher low on price. That's hidden bullish divergence, and you got a bullish engulfing candle. And, you know, let's see if we could get some follow through. Now, I know some of you guys are already probably looking at this and you're probably saying, oh, well, isn't this now bearish divergence like this? And it's not, okay? So we have to do it. We have to do it. Um, it's kind of like this. This already played out to give you this dump. Okay, so now we want to see another completely separate island, but ideally, because this one was small, the next one's probably going to be larger. Okay, so it's like a larger one will happen, and that's going to be actually bullish convergence to the upside. Okay, it's what we need to have happen here is, okay, so say you come down, do something like this, whatever, and then you come down again, you do something whatever like this. Okay, here is the bearish divergence. Okay, this one, we need like more data to create that. This is not it. Okay, it's not. So that'll happen somewhere else where you get a higher high on price with a lower low on the positive momentum, but it's not occurring now, and it's not going to be for a while. It's going to be at this dang range top. Okay, it's going to be somewhere up there. Why? Look at this RSI. All right, we were watching this as well. Here was where the hidden bullish divergence happened. Here was the engulfing candle, and now you're well above the 50% range midpoint. Okay, so you look at all the room you have to run here. This can run all the way up here. Okay, and then here is where you put in the bearish divergence. Okay, way up there, and that's gonna be like, again, that's gonna be, if we look at this, like price is gonna be up here at this range high, or back testing it or something, right? Like, or maybe that's above it and that's how you get the back test, right? I don't know, but it just has not happened yet. Okay, this is a long ways to run still. What do we not want to see? We don't want to see this lose the kind of this 50%, right? You see how we have a big range on the RSI as well. Okay, so for one, we have this nice trend. Oops, not like that. We have this nice upsloping trend line here. Okay, maybe, just maybe, this is even a parallel channel. Okay, let me draw it better. Hold on. Okay, so if we got this big upsloping parallel channel, maybe, let's see, let's back it up a little bit, something like that. Okay, so anyways, let's say this is what we're dealing with. Okay, so we want to see this thing stay within this channel, right? And maybe it even gets to the high side of it somewhere. It could happen right now, right? It could get to the high side now, and this is where you diverge, right? Somewhere here. And then when you fall out and you back test it and you lose it, this is where you're going to sell off all the way back down. Okay, and then here's where we'll look for the bullish divergence somewhere else, and we'll do it again on the next time. Okay, so watch for the, we want to develop the divergence up in the black area, right? In the overbought area. We want to be overbought and diverge in overbought territory, right? Is that what I'm trying to say? And when we lose all of that, we will lose this upsloping trend line, which is this big channel, and that's going to just be like our sign, okay, to bail. So watch for this in conjunction with creating the bearish divergence on the MACD, okay, which neither of these have occurred yet. Okay, so what that tells me is that we still have to run to the upside to do all of that, and none of that was showing us bearish stuff, right? That was saying we're just kind of in no man's land, waiting for price action to give us some sort of divergence signal to change the trend. But right now it's just trend as is, and trend as is currently would be up, in my opinion. Oh, sorry, I had to get a drink there. Okay, so reason up in my opinion is because, again, until we lose 30K, we're bullish. I mean, I'm not really going to get bearish until that happens. So, being that we're at 34,666, I'm just not bearish right now, okay? So we have the hidden bullish divergence that's just starting to kick us. We're painting another higher low. Finally, we're putting in higher highs, higher lows. So now we're looking for another higher high, sweeps a previous high. That means we're going to paint a high higher than 36.7. So that's putting us at, 37, 38, probably at this square up at 38 right here. Okay. Boom. Right there. Okay, so that square up is probably how we're going to back test the range. Okay, so, excuse me. I just got back from Benihana's. I'm stuffed. Okay. We're going to go up here and break out of this. Okay, and we might continue to run all the way up here. And then this is where we come and we back test it. And then this is where we go. So that way we can hit this square up and we can sweep the high. Okay. Makes sense? Makes sense as to why I think that we would run that high on the initial breakout of the range. And plus, because this range midpoint is it's very significant. So when you breach it, right, you're not just gonna barely just like the tip, right, and then sell off. Like, if you breach it, you're gonna breach it. I'm telling you. Like, it's gonna be one of these suckers again. Okay, like, they happen. It's nice when it happens. I don't know what color we're rocking here. It's more in the teals, huh? Yeah. Somewhere there. Whatever. You see what I'm getting at though, right? It's gonna be like, we're at 35, 34.5, 34.6, and we're gonna go to 37.7. So yeah, pretty significant. And what else? Okay, so yeah, we break out of the range midpoint significantly. We back test it, we hold it, and then we continue on towards the range high. Okay, that's kind of still been the plan for quite some time now, and that has not changed. All right, so I think you guys got the gist of it. Let's move along to Russian Ethereum. And thank God the Russians created Russian Ethereum, or else we wouldn't have this next little bull run, because it's going to be ushered in by Russian Ethereum, and it's going to be carried by the Russian Ethereum. And so thanks for Russian Ethereum for doing this. We appreciate it. All right, so the breakout. All right, it's going to happen simultaneous. You have the down. Look at this. It's like all coming to a headway. Okay, we have the downsloping trend line. Okay, we have this downsloping trend line, right? And we have this midpoint of this range, okay? And you're coming to this headway where price and Bitcoin is too. I mean, both of them, right? It's like time's coming here where you're gonna pop through this, and it's gonna be one of these significant candles, and then you'll probably backtest this, backtest this stuff as support, right? And then rally again. But yeah, you're probably going to get a pretty good little banger on Ethereum here pretty soon as well. Okay. You have these two highs back here. You're either going to square them up or you're going to sweep them. When you back test it, you'll paint a higher low, and then you'll go to sweep the higher highs, right? And that's when you've now entered the golden zone on a larger, zooming out. That's our golden zone area. So we're approaching it. When we breach the range, or when we breach these highs, like I said, that's what'll put us into it, and that's when we are hitting the A and C target of this large harmonic. and we have the little baby one that's ushered us in, right? So Russian Ethereum hopefully leads the pack, leads the charge here, because it should outperform Bitcoin in this next little run if we get ourselves another little bull rally, right? Again, what's gonna ruin the party is selling all the way back off, back testing the stop as resistance, and selling back off. Okay, so that's when it's over. Party's over down here. Okay, you don't want to be down there again. You just don't. You don't want to be anywhere near that. All right, we're at 22. You don't even really want to be below 2 grand again, to be honest. You just need to remain up only, because look, if we get back to that, if we go back up here, you're gonna break out. Okay, it just, you don't want to go back up there, which is technically down. Okay, I just don't know if it's easier for you to see it that way, but if you test this bottom of the range again, it's gonna fail. Okay, it'll be strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, you're out. Okay, so don't test the bottom of the range. That being said, you already have strike 1, strike 2, strike 3 at the top, so when we test the top of the range, we're gonna break out the other way. So this range, it's coming to an end, right? Its course has played out. Okay, it's time to paint the new range. What would a new range look like? You just take a range and you bring it to the top of the old range, and now look, we're in a new range. Okay, so if you want, let me paint these like pink so you can see them, that we're in the new range. Okay, so again, if we break out of it, we would get into this new range. It's the golden zone. Okay, and then we would start to do the same thing, right? And that's the top of the previous high, right? It's up here. That's a range high. Okay, makes sense? So that's how you just create these ranges, and you either are up into the next one or you're down into the lower one. Okay, so that's it. All right, Russian Ethereum, we're looking just fine. We're above 22. I don't have any issues with that. ETH to BTC, here's where we talk about the outperforming now, okay, of ETH over Bitcoin. So again, approaching target 1, we haven't quite hit it yet. We approached it, sold off a little bit, reset, and now we're running again. Okay, so what we want to do is hit target 1 and maybe even exceed it and back test it, right, as support, because target 1 isn't really a target, it's just the range midpoint. Okay, so you see this just massive range, and you know, target 2 up here, target 2 up here being the range high. Why can't I? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, so target 1 range midpoint, target 2 range high, target 3 is breaking out. Okay, so that's the course of events that we want to see play out here on ETH to BTC. So far so good. I mean, nothing to complain about here, right? We are well into profit on ETH BTC. We entered at a double bottom down here at the 886. It was like it was a cross between a shark and a cipher, just like we get the cross between the Gartley and the Batley, and we need one for the cipher and the shark, some kind of acronym, because again, it's the same kind of XABCD wave analysis. It's not always exactly to the pinpointed price. That's why we have zones. That's why we layer. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You got the reaction that you should have got with either a shark or a cipher, and you'd be targeting these highs. So yeah, okay. Next, let's look at Litecoin. So Litecoin's been interesting because Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We're like, again, there's nowhere left to go here. It must be like this or something. Like, so look at this. We're just like, there's nowhere left. There's nowhere left to go. And this downsloping trend line has been very, very well respected. So interesting. You would figure that if this breaks through this, it's gonna go straight up to that square up here. Okay, it'll go straight to 160. So you're at 138.60, and it'll go straight to 160 if we get this breakout. Again, it's because what's gonna happen here is Bitcoin's gonna break the hard line. ETH is gonna break the hard line. Okay, ETH to BTC is gonna approach the hard line. Litecoin is gonna break its hard line. So like everything is kind of gonna simultaneously happen there, and it's gonna cause these reactions. Okay, so that's why we're expecting a move like that. Okay, it's because like these breakouts, right? This compression. Okay, look at this just compression, where this has acted as resistance, and now finally you're just gonna break through it, and that's just what happens, right? You can't hold it forever, or you completely sell off here, and then, but I mean, again, if we sell off, everything would be selling off, and you'd be looking to really, I mean, you could bring this up like right here. Okay, so you don't want to lose even 105. You're currently at 138. Okay, so Litecoin, expect a breakout probably while you're sleeping. 4th of July fireworks coming for crypto. Let's see. I mean, let's check again. Dear Magic 8 Ball, 4th of July is tomorrow. Are we gonna get some fireworks or what, bro? Magic 8 Ball's still bullish. Ape season, okay? It's ape season, alright? So, ape in, set the stop below the lows across the board on every asset that we're looking at, okay? You have local lows on the 4 hour. It's very discernible. You can see where the red line is. You set the stop regardless of the asset, right? You can see the lows, you can see the red line, you can see the lows, you can see the red line. You ape into everything, and you set your stops below all these lows, and if we lose them, that there's another one. So, and if we lose the lows, it's bear season. But until we lose the lows, Magic 8 Ball says it's ape season. Okay, so your green light to ape in under reasonable conditions, right? What do we mean by that? No over leveraging, no over positioning. Okay, so where are we at? OMG. All right, we had this double bottom, we painted a low, slightly higher low, we had this neckline, overhead resistance, what was once resistance, we broke out, we back tested it, and we're going. Okay, we got the break, hook, here's the go. We are aiming for 5.555. Okay, so yeah, next target, we'll see you up here. Okay, after that, we want to see this get above it, and then we can see 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, see how far into this golden, you can see the golden zone. It's this green area up here. Okay, so we're just saying that we're gonna get into the golden zone and, you know, hit the top of it. It's not unreasonable. Okay, look at this. Like, there's plenty of even price action. We could even go to 12. Price used to be up here at 15. Okay, so a golden retrace is just, this is just some common retrace stuff. Okay, so this would not be unheard of for us to get up there and see, you know, 7, 8, 9, $10, okay? You don't want to lose 3 at this point. You could almost bring your stop up to this previous, see that, how we brought it to that slightly higher low? And you just keep trailing it, okay? So if we can get above this next 5.5, you bring the stop up here, okay? Below this current level that we're at right now, okay? And you just keep trailing these stops, all right? And you see how high you can get this before eventually you either hit your take profit target or you get stopped out well into profits, okay? So OMG, we're still looking good here for higher prices, okay? AVAX, look at this. Man, just like Litecoin. You're like, you may have broke out and started to backtest this, or you're like about to, but like this is right on the verge of sending it to the top of this gray box, okay? So I'm gonna get rid of that gray box, actually. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so look, a low, higher low, painted a high, now a higher high. Let's paint another slightly higher high, which would breach 12. Let's go into the 13s. You know, let's aim up here for these higher prices now, okay? So AVAX is primed here, okay? Primed, look at this, just like Litecoin. Where again, we're just expecting this, you know, type of candle, right? To just pop right off of that. Boop. See ya. FTM. Okay, let's see on this one. Not as discernible of a downsloping channel here as on AVAX, but either way, on this we want to see a break back go, okay? FTM. Looking good. See, I mean, look at that massive dump you took on this, okay? So we're just trying to commonly retrace, okay? And look at how you're just barely starting, right? You're still at entry, okay? Like, if I were in entry zone, I would look like this, and you're like in it, okay? So like, the people be like, oh, I'm missing the bus, bro. It didn't even, like, we're still putting gas, bro. We didn't even start it yet. Like, we're barely loading passengers here. Like, you have plenty of time. And look at your R&R. Look at your stop. Your stop is just like extremely tight here, and your targets are massive, okay? 8 to 1 on your money. Look at these odds in your favor, okay? You see this? This is how you enter positions, okay? Odds in your favor. Tight invalidation, massive upside potential, okay? FTT, little back test, past 4 hours, whatever. You could barely see it on the grand scheme of things. Look at this. Zooming out, you're back testing the top of the entry. Like, it's not a big deal, okay? So what you need to see here is price break, hook, go, get into the golden zone, okay? Golden zone is between 38 and 48, okay? You're currently sitting at 28. Stop right now is below 20. So again, really nice, even just to the golden zone, right? Really nice 3 to 1 there. 3.25 to 1, okay? Just to the golden zone, stop below the previous lows, okay? So you take this trade on either across all of them or across a handful of the ones that you prefer that we're going over here. But again, like, here's another one, like XLM, measured move, we're about to approach it, okay? That's the next objective here, but again, stop below the lows, okay? Stop below the lows, targeting golden zone stuff. Even the top of the harmonic gets you 3.5 to 1. Top of the golden zone is getting you, 5 to 1 on your money. 5 to 1, okay? You keep doing this type of stuff, look, if you're trading 3 to 1, you only have to be right 33% of the time. Trading 5 to 1, man, you could be only right 20% of the time and be profitable. Like, almost an idiot can do that, right? So just, it's all about getting this good risk to reward. Of course, I was being facetious, and an idiot would never have this type of knowledge that this is even an entry area, right? But what I'm saying is, look, we're using critical thinking here, coinciding variables, significant time frames, advanced wave analysis, Fibonacci, divergences, 3 to 1 edge or better, right? We're putting the ball in our court, right? We are on the offensive here, okay? The only thing you can do is self-sabotage by over-positioning and over-leveraging because you're getting overconfident, okay? So don't be greedy pig. Just be a bull right now. Bulls make money. When it's time to be a bear, we'll be bears. Bears make money too, okay? Right now, it's bull season until you lose 20 cents, okay? You don't want to lose 20 cents here on XLM. And look, guys, some of these have already started to, like FTT, well, OMG's a little higher. ETH is definitely a little higher. Even Bitcoin, like off the lows, right? But XLM over here, you're pretty tight to entry here still. Where again, like you have so much upside potential here. You're still at the entry area. Okay, if I were an entry area, even being a little more conservative, you'd just be back testing it then. Okay, so like you're still there. You're still at the beginning. So again, another one, AVE. Here was our buy zone on AAVE. We are well above our buy zone here. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. I'm not sure why. Let's lighten it up. Okay. Here's our buy zone. Okay, it was down here. Higher low. Follow through price action. Back, hit the top of these local harmonic target highs. Back tested them as what was once resistance, as support. Follow through price action again. Now we're back testing these current highs, right? What am I saying here? See this? So yeah, I mean, this is exactly how we would want to see this playing out. Okay, no problem here. All right, your entry is down here, you're up here, you're just fine. Okay, targeting the highs of the larger next harmonic, right? So now you go up a level, and you could even look at it like this, right? Don't look at the green yet, you're not there yet. Okay, so just take it one step at a time. And yeah, big shark, which again we got to watch out for at the 50, but the 50 is still above you. Okay, that's around $300. All right, so at the 50, can we morph into a 5-0? Sure. That 50 is also like the range, right? It is the range. See what I mean? So that 50 is the range, midpoint. All right, so is it possible that we reject it? Sure. We can go up, we can reject the 50, we could come back down. Okay, that's a morph into a 5-0, and then we'd have to run again. So we got to be careful there. What we want to see have happen is just get above it, back test it as support, and then you're not going to rally, you're not going to use it as a rejection point. Okay, you want to use it as a SR flip, but it is a critical area. It's our next critical area of overhead, right? $290. You're currently sitting at 255. All right, so bump it up to 290. We'll figure it out when we get there. All right, and again, if Bitcoin and ETH are still running, this is going with it. Okay, ICP, look at this, just absolutely devastated price action here, where like, oh my gosh, even buying up here at 500, oh my gosh, 400 people bought this for $300. Holy shit. I think the most I've ever paid for ICP is like down here, 35, maybe 40. I don't, but 400. Oh my god. Okay, so look, hidden bullish divergence. Okay, there it is. It's starting to play out. Looking, we got this downsloping trendline breakout, back test, partial decline, hidden bullish divergence, painted a higher high, higher lows. Okay, let's paint a higher high now, then 60, which is ideally hitting the target at 80. Okay, so right now your next area of interest would be to send this thing up to 80. All right, ICP to 80. Next, you have Link. Link looks really nice. Okay, same thing. Look at Link. Hidden bullish divergence, just like everything else. Remember last night I was like, look, guys, you could pretty much just chart anything, and you're gonna have the hidden bullish divergence. Okay, so hidden bullish divergence on Link. You have this low. What the frick? There we go. Slightly higher low, okay, and a slightly higher low. Okay, so painting higher lows, higher highs. You have this like almost channel you're now painting, right? You see this? So let's run this parallel channel up. It's like the dragon's tail. Looking for $26. You don't want to lose these lows. Okay, so Link on a stop would be around $15. Okay, you're at 18. You don't want to lose 15. Okay, target 40. Target 40. Okay, first area though will be the highs of this harmonics, but whatever, right? We're looking to fry a much bigger fish. Okay, so current price 18, stop 15, target 40. All right, that's some art. Right, so you would look like this. And you'd have a stop real tight below the lows, and 5.6 on your money. Even being conservative, bro, coming down here to the harmonic gray area, you're still getting 3.8 on to 1 on your money. Okay, that's how you create an advantage, an edge in your advantage. Okay. Can I show it? Okay, let's see. ETH harmonic. It's, you want to see it on a higher time frame? These haven't played out yet, so those are, we got to put in the C, and then we'll come back and put in the D. But these have not, those are just in development. Let's see it on the 3-day. Okay, there you go. Maybe that'll be better for you. Okay, let me, okay. So it would be like this. X, A, B, 886 C, and then you'd have a 1618 up here. Whoops. I'm trying to get it more exact. See this, what I'm looking at right here? 1618. That's how it would look. Here, I'll get rid of this. Oh, my back. But yeah, that's how a bearish butterfly, bearish deep crab type structure would look on a high time frame on ETH. And up here is where you would sell off. Okay. Something like that. So that's how you end up at 6,000. Okay. And what invalidates all of this? Again, it's pretty clear. Stop below this previous low, right? You don't want to lose 17. Target Valhalla. Target is the moon. They should have a moon on this. We'll do an airplane. Stuck going on a flight tomorrow, so we'll do an airplane. Clear for takeoff. Flight ETH 6018. Clear for launch. Alright, there you go. ETH, high time frame. Okay, back to Linko. Look at that. Nobody believed us. This got everybody chopped out, and then look. Nobody believed us. Nobody ever believes us. Well, here it is again, bro. Here it is again. Is it gonna happen? Right? Boom. Link 4 hour. Alright. So it's pretty much it for crypto for the moment. We're gonna go into a couple stonks because why not? So we're checking on end phase first. We have hit the golden zone. See the golden zone that we always talk about here, where when we fib from high to low, we had that between the 382 and the 618. You have this golden zone, right? See what I'm talking about? Between the 382 on the yellow line and the 618 on the teal line. That's the golden zone. We've hit it and exceeded it, okay? So now our next order of business is the deep retrace, okay? And the deep retrace is between the 886 and the 786, okay? So that is your deep retrace area overhead, okay? And that is the top of target 2. It's also $200. It's the 786. So next area is $200 where we are looking for on ENPH. Okay. Moving along to PayPal. PayPal is right approaching target 1. Okay. We are still maintaining our parabolic uptrend here on PayPal. And yeah, looking pretty solid here. Looking good. PayPal target 1 would be 300, target 2 330, target 3 350, 360 area, okay? This is like the exact pattern that like we just painted on Ethereum. You see what I'm talking about? Where you have that big 1618D, okay? That's what you just asked about, Daz, on how ETH hits 6K. And okay. Tesla. This is the one me and Dime are fighting about. Dime says we're going straight to 500. So Dime basically says he's coming after our stop. Bastard. A rat bastard. Look, Dime's target's right here. Okay. We'll make it pink because it's Dime. Purple. Okay, so Dime is in a position aiming for 500. He would have a stop 3-1. Dime would be like this, okay? That's Dime's target. That's Dime's current position on Tesla. His stop is our overhead resistance, okay? We did say we might reject before that, have a partial decline, paint the hidden bullish divergence, double bottom, higher low, and then stop dime out and hit our target, right? So he's gonna get a little greedy here for a while, where he's gonna get a little nervous. Look, he already was a little nervous. He went slightly underwater, but now he's back at entry. He might almost go to stop. He might puke it, and then it'll go put him in profit, and then he'll buy back in, and then we'll stop him out for a second time, and then we'll go hit our target. So that's the play. Operation Stop Out Dime on Tesla is underway, as we are targeting 850. Okay, we're in profit. Our entry was 600, so even our slightly higher low here, we're still in profit. This trade is green, bro, so we're not really concerned. And in fact, we could bring our stop up, so Dime really can't stop us out too bad here, do too much damage, you know. Pretty soon we're going to have a stop at entry, and we're going to be at, you know, not in jeopardy of losing anything here, and Dime's going to be underwater. So that's what we're looking for on Tesla over the next couple of weeks. Okay, next let's move on to Simp. SNPS Synopsis Simp coin. Simps is approaching our target. Look at this. We took the entry on the breakout of the neckline. We got the breakout, the back test, the break hook, and now we're on the go, right? We're approaching the 886 target, 291. Okay, Nextera still hanging out at entry, still plenty of time and opportunity here. Okay, so yep, we are looking for a break, back test, break hook, and go. Okay, so Nextera, no problem. Oh, real quick, you know what? Tesla, while we're here, are we gonna get Dime or what? We're looking for 850 here, Tesla. I mean, don't stop us out. Give Dime 500. That'd be ridiculous. Magic 8 Ball, 850, Tesla. Yes or no, bro? See? That's it. It's been said. It's over, Dime. I'm done having the Tesla conversation. Magic 8 Ball spoke. Qualcomm, break, hook, go. Look at that shit, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, man. Look at that. Alright. There you have it, though. Entry, sideways, run up, break, hook, go. Okay. Target 155 Qualcomm. Currently, that would be an 11% trade. Currently, you're up around 8.5% on Qualcomm. Okay, moving along. Splunk. Oh, look, we hit target 1. Splunk. Target 1 has been hit. We hit it Thursday? What's today? Yeah, we hit it Thursday. So possible we get the sell off. We paint the hidden bullish divergence, right? And what would we sell off and do? We would fill the gap. Fill that gap. Fill the gap. Reload. Fill the gap. Double bottom. Hidden bullish divergence. Go. Screenshot that one. NFT that shit. Fill that gap. Hidden bullish divergence and go. You're gonna be like, serious, bro? Look, and look at this gap you just filled to hit target 1. Come on, bro. IDEX. This one's getting interesting. Okay? So we basically have this huge rounded bottom and structure, okay? We're just doing that rectangle sideways shit here, and we're painting a freaking Gartley, okay? We're painting a Gartley. So that being said, this Gartley has a 786 target, okay? That Gartley at a 786 is right there, bro. Look at that. You get yourself into that. Look, dude, you're at 265. The Gartley completes at 255. You're a dime away. We were just talking about dime, and all we need is a dime. And this thing is gonna fucking send. Like I'm talking about like that's conservative right there, bro. That ain't even gonna be nothing, okay? That's 60%. And that ain't even gonna be shit, okay? Like this is gonna send it. I feel like new high type stuff, okay? As long as the stock market doesn't crash. But, you know, of course, that's a whole different story. Stop would be down here anyways. 223, okay? Stop below the previous lows. Load up Gartley, like kids college fund goes into IDEX here, okay? Wife's pension, like everything. Load it up. IDEX. 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 iDucconomics. This is Ducconomics bringing to you iDucconomics. iDucconomics Technology Services. Information and Technology Services. IDEX. Call grandma. Tell her, grandma, we're moving the retirement fund over. We're about to hit the 786 and the 1618 simultaneously. We're about to Gartley. No, Daz, Wyckoff's cool. We don't speak of a fucker named E-dub, Elliott waves. Those are for cucks, all right? We are cool with Wyckoff. It's the E-dubs that are a no-go. So yes, this can be a form of Wyckoff accumulation. Sideways rectangle price action. Gartley at a critical support resistance area. Measured move. Bukowski double bottom. Divergence. Multiple oscillators. Multiple time frames. IDEX. iDucconomics. Moving along. Momo is one we got to back out. This is like almost a 3-day trade. Okay, you have a massive shark on Momo. Okay, barely starting. Momo, iDucconomics. Why not Elliott waves, bro? All right. Here's why. When I tell you what a harmonic is, and I say it's an advanced XABCD type of wave analysis, it's more of a pattern. An Elliott wave is not a pattern. Okay, let's start there. A harmonic is a pattern, and it's a 5-point pattern. Okay, so it's a Bukowski pattern. It's a form of wave analysis. Elliott waves, just because they both have the name wave inside of them, does not mean they're related to each other in the slightest. And harmonics are made up using advanced Fibonacci. You know, you're using multiple fibs to create a pattern. All right, how do you make an Elliott wave? I just told you how you make a harmonic. Multiple fib extensions from critical anchor points, you know, discernible swing high, swing low anchor points, fibbing them, taking certain fibs based on rules of the pattern structure and plotting this on significant time frames creates a harmonic. What is an Elliott wave? You see how, like, give if we're trying to win over somebody, right? Like convince somebody of the path that they should take as a trader. Dear new trader, should you become an Elliott wave trader or should you become a harmonic trader? And I would tell them what I just said, and now you have to say. Now you say something to tell them why they should be an Elliott wave trader. So go ahead and type it in as to why I should look into Elliott waves as soon as we get off of this stream, and that I've been missing out my whole life. And I'll have you note Duck has put in somewhere between 10,000 and 30,000 hours on harmonics. I've put in less than 45 seconds on Elliott waves, and it happened to be while I was taking a shit, and it happened to be by accident. Okay? So there's the difference between harmonics and Elliott waves. Moving along. This is gold, bruh. This is like became the Dime stream. We were talking about my boy Dime because he's gonna get stopped out on Tesla when all he has to do is just buy more silver. Like, I don't know why he does that to himself. He loves silver. He's like the silver bull. We're looking at gold right now, but we'll look at silver next. And like, instead of getting stopped out on a Tesla short, he should just buy more silver. It's gonna go up. So, okay. Gold. Look at this, bro. Zooming out. Okay. We have the low. Rallied. Partial decline. Okay. Partial decline. And now it's time to go again. Okay. Dragon. Double bottom. Breakout. Back test. Look at this back test. You're fucking kidding me. Look at this. Wick high. Back test. Hidden bullish divergence. Larger than your face. Alright? Ugh. Fuck. We're gonna have to listen to Peter fucking Schiff about this. God damn it. Whatever, Schiffy. Gold back to 2K. Easy. Easy. Buy some calls on gold. Add them to your portfolio. And look at this. You're at entry, double bottom. You're right at 3-1. Perfect. Buy gold. Silver. Dime. It's time for Dime to shine. Double bottom. Higher low. Higher low. Neckline approaching. Break, hook, and go time. That's it. Here's what's going to happen. Stock market's going to crash. Break, hook, go. Silver is going to 34. Dime. It's going to tendies. Everyone. Kaleo. Tendies. The wrath of the Dime is incoming. He's going to be shining his silver bars for like 2 months. All over Twitter. And he's going to love it, and he's going to be right. So buy some silver. Silver is going to outperform gold, just like Russian Ethereum is going to outperform digital Bitcoin gold. Yeah. Why? Why? Well, look at this shit. Jesus Christ. Look at this. SPX. Oh no, I moved something. There. This is the SPX on the weekly. Alright? This is the COVID low. Alright? You had COVID. Look at you. This was the all-time high. COVID low. Look at that freaking recovery. Are you kidding me? Like, alright. Here's problem number 1. Okay? Fibbing from high to low. Problem number 1 occurs right freaking here. Okay? 1618 golden mean ratio. Alright? You're there. Okay? Now, you're like, well, Duck, we're there, but we passed it. Okay. Alright. Alright. Fine. You want to give me that shit? Let me show you. Let me show you what you're doing right now. Okay? Pretend this is the SPX. And I fib from high to the COVID low. And I have the 1618. And I exceed it for a couple of weeks. And then what happens? Boom. And it makes the COVID crash look like a charity case. Okay? This is called the 1618 golden mean ratio. This up here is called the OE, the optimal entry. Okay, now let's go back and take a look at that. SPX 1618 golden mean ratio, OE optimal entry. Okay, look at this divergence, bro. You're on the 3-day. Look at this. It's almost pathetic what's happening here. Okay, watch this. You're painting I'm looking at this island high, okay? April 19th, 420. The 420 high, okay? Keep in mind the 420 high. From the 420 high to the current high, you see this? On the MACD, you haven't even been able to paint positive momentum. You're painting a higher high on 3x weekly bear div and the optimal entry of the 1618 golden mean ratio. Bro. Mm-mm. Nope. No good. No good. There you go. I mean, like, I realize what we're saying here, right? And keep in mind, this is the 3-day. This is going to take a second to happen, okay? Link chopped up there for like a couple weeks, okay? Like, so this could still chop around up here, okay? For a little while. So don't buy a put Monday morning and expect it to start printing, right? That thing could go underwater for a couple of weeks into a month and a half still, okay? So if you're going to be buying puts, you got to buy these things 6 months to a year out. Well, those are 25, 30, $40,000 puts, okay? On the SPX. So, this is no joke here, right? This is big man shit, but common retrace, golden zone. It's basically this, okay? I mean, doesn't it make sense? The world's in shambles right now. The housing market's inflated. Inflation's inflated. Everything's just bullshit. Like, this is like, this is what you get. It's almost like one of those things, right? It's like, fuck around, keep fucking around. This is what you get. You get rugged. Money printing like a motherfucker, right? I'm like I'm not at all surprised that this is where we are. Like, how do you have a COVID crash and have like the greatest recovery ever in a just shit environment. Okay, like no good has happened in this. Okay, nothing good has occurred during that time to say that this should be doing what it's doing. Okay, and that's you fundamental people, right? That's even Duck going into some fundamental bullshit. The technicals are right, blaring right in our face. I can't paint that any more technically for you. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is technically you're fucked, right? And on top of this, you have this shit going on. US dollar pumping, okay? So, correlation. USD finishes out what it's about to do, pumping. SPX gets just devastated during that. And because SPX is going down, you actually give yourself a little bit of a chance here on gold, right? Even gold gets a little bit of something out of this, right? Look, it's like a little slide for Pepe. All right, Magic 8 Ball. Gold. What's up, bro? Gold. Ape in. Again. Ape in. Ape season. Magic 8 Ball's a straight ape. Savage. Savage 8 Ball. Well, I don't know, guys. Like, this is gonna be interesting. Like, okay, look at this. This crash here was 35%. This one, 31%. So why not, right? This is more mild. Huh. This was worse. Why not? Why not? Well, let's look back at a couple of these assets real quick before we end the stream here. But Bitcoin starting to wake up. ETH maybe starting to wake up. Litecoin, are we gonna get that breakout? Let's get that breakout. OMG, at least you're starting to see some green here. Oh, look, AVAX is this one. It's got like nowhere to go. Okay, so AVAX. Let's see what you can do here. Breakout or not, FTM. Just hanging out there at the, in the entry area. Okay. FTT. Little green. XLM. All right, so yeah, maybe things are gonna wake up here overnight. We'd like to see some continuing price action to the upside here. Again, we remain bullish across the board here. Pretty much should be in every one of these that we just plotted. All right, just not over positioned. You just get yourself a little bag, you let it run. Okay, if it's not an over positioned, over leveraged bag, you'll allow it to go all the way up here. If you're over leveraged, over positioned, you're probably going to sell it right here at the hard line. Okay, so like, what was the point of that? All right, so cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. Again, I think the biggest thing that we took from this is probably this, right? The 3-day SPX seems to be the highlight of the show. So yeah, I got to catch a flight tomorrow evening, so I'm gonna do a stream before I leave town. It'll obviously be a morning or day stream, because probably out of the house by around 4:20. So sometime between 10 a.m. and 3 we will stream. See what happens overnight. See if we get this follow through price action to the upside. Everything right now is full pump until further notice. Up only. Ape season. Send it. All right, guys. Have a good rest of the evening. Duck out. Peace.